My experience here in Scroc was I learned a lot about my field. I recommend if you are trying to find a good field or career, this is the place. Scroc is the place. Since I was a little kid, I always liked cars, go fast, sound, and I always wanted to like build my own. So I took the class up in the summer and fell in love with it. The instructor, he's real cool. He's down to teach you. He's not impatient. He has the patience to teach you to become a mechanic, bumper to bumper. Dream job, become like my brother, master technician and the instructor, where no car can scare you. My brother also took this class also. He was here for 3 years. He took transmissions. He liked it. My sister, she took floral and medical assisting. My other brother, he took welding. And my father, way back, took welding here. Well, my dad, he became an aircraft welder. My sister, for taking the medical assistant, she became an RN. And my other brother, he's a welder. I recommend if you are trying to find a good field or a career to begin, this is the place. Scroc is the place.
Coming up next is Scary Halloween Prank. Happy Halloween! Today on the 405, you may have noticed an unusual prank. During the morning's commute, an electric street sign was seen reading "Zombies Ahead." But don't worry, this was only a hoax. Earlier today, we had a chance to talk to some of the drivers that saw today's road sign.
I don't know what was going on. I just got some prescribed glasses, so it was really difficult to read the sign. And then I slowed down to read the sign, and a bunch of people were honking at me in the back.
I knew it was fake. It's Halloween after all. I just didn't know if it was a city behind it or some kids.
Oh well, I believe in zombies. I was pretty sure they were finally among us. So I went home, I started boarding up my house, loaded up my shotguns, so I'm ready when they get here.
He didn't realize how serious it was. He could have caused a traffic jam or worse.
I'm just glad we stopped this before it got too serious.
The zombies?
They're real. They're here. They're here, man.
Yeah, well, it was kind of weird. The guy was dressing like a homeless guy. So then when his girlfriend found out he was faking it the whole time, he stopped.
The roadside hacker was apparently a Princeton graduate who had hit hard times. His ex-girlfriend had apparently reported his whereabouts after seeing coverage of his prank on the morning news.
I knew he was doing it. He had been pulling in these pranks for a while before I kicked him out the house. This one was the worst one we had done yet, so I called the cops.
The roadside hacker was apparently a Princeton graduate who had hit hard times. His ex-girlfriend had apparently reported his whereabouts after seeing coverage of his prank on the morning news. Can we do that? Oh, we were talking about zombies. Man, you know what? I don't believe in zombies, dude. Let's hurry up and put the equipment on. Let's go. Let's go.
My name is Jonathan and I'm in the medical assistant class. In Scroc was that I saw the different options that we had, and I really like the option of the medical field because I like to help people and I want to be able to help people in life. With medical assisting, I want to be able to work in a clinic and be able to help people in clinics, and with the engineering, well, like engineer buildings and stuff, but I researched into both of them and I found like where you could put both engineering and medical field, where you make prosthetic arms, prosthetic legs and hearts for the people with no limbs or in need of a heart. I would like to take EMT next year. That's where it's like a level under paramedics. With EMT, I plan to be a paramedic right after high school and go to college at the same time and pay off my college, and maybe the people I meet during EMT and paramedics will maybe be helpful for me next year. Well, like in the future. SoCal Rock has helped me achieve these goals by being able to give me these classes, because there is nowhere else where we could find these classes for free for high school students. We do a lot of hands-on in this class. Like, we don't just get lectured and look at books and just see things. We actually do it. We practice how to do all the vital signs, all the bandaging, dressing, and everything we have to do, just like in a real world experience. I would recommend SoCal Rock to every student out there. It helps you out in your future. It could help you out in your career and gives you something to do during high school. SoCal Rock is a great place to start your careers and be able to plan your future.
Tired of having too many apps on your iPhone? Then you need to buy the iBreak. The iBreak has so many features, it is unbelievable. And all of it fits under your arm. The iBreak helps you check your blood pressure. It fits in your pocket. You can play games with it. It helps you in checkers. It can be used to shave. The results are amazing. And when you compare the iBreak to the iPhone, the answer is obvious. Buy the iBreak. Never lose your phone again.
Cops arrest teen in CandyCon. An 18-year-old allegedly tried to get $37,000 in candy.
Today's campus news, $37,000 worth of candy was arrived at SoCal Rock.
I started wondering why a high school ordered 9,000 boxes of Skittles. So I decided to check into it. I mean, who eats that many Skittles?
We're here at SoCal Rock with Principal Vianney. So, how did you feel about this devastating candy case?
I was so shocked when I received a call asking if I ordered $37,000 worth of candy. I was so devastated and I couldn't handle it, so I turned the case over to the police.
We suggested that they send an empty box to his house. When he opened it, we knew we had him.
Candy up in here, man. Yo. Who you think you are, man? What's up, bro? Sit down. Hey, man. No, sit down. No, don't resist. All right. Don't resist.
Thank you. This is Cindy Vallejo reporting for SoCal Rock News.
SoCal Rock has given me a strong foundation for my career path. My name's Daniel. I'm taking American Sign Language 2. I took Sign Language because everybody else was taking Spanish, and that was kind of like my secondary language. And I wanted to be trilingual instead of bilingual, so I took American Sign Language to learn more than 2 languages. The teachers here are really cool, and they know what you go through. Real world experience that I had in conversation with my classroom peers. SoCal Rock is amazing. It gets you closer to your career path. Kind of like a college, but it's just more for students, like high school students, and teaches you a college perspective where it incorporates the adult and then the high school students. My American Sign Language teacher is a professional interpreter, and she brings the real world experiences like to us, and she teaches us about what to do and what not to do when you're professionally interpreting. SoCal Rock is excellent, and I suggest it to everyone.
This is Chastity reporting SoCal Rock News. A New Jersey labor union protests unfair wages. It is a common practice to display a giant rat in front of a business that a labor union is having a dispute with, but it is not always a pretty sight.
As I was walking down the street from school, I just seen a big, fat, ugly rat floating in the air. I don't know why it was there. It was just in the way.
So I was walking to my car and I saw this big, unusual looking rat floating in the air, and I don't think it's appropriate for children to see.
We wanted higher wages, and then they fined us. What was up with that? Like, I mean, I'm just a union worker. I just want my fair pay. It's not fair that I have to sit here and slave over machines and get hurt and everything, and I can't get paid equally, and I get fined on top of that.
The city stuck the labor union with the fine that was over $130. The New Jersey union took their case to the Supreme Court. The New Jersey law stated that signs, banners, and grand opening signs are not to be displayed in front of a large building. The township sent the fine under this law. However, the giant rat was intended as a form of protest, not as a sign or banner for commercial business.
As the judge in the situation, taking down a rat would have been unconstitutional. It would have been violating the First Amendment rights, and I couldn't do it.
As a result, this rat was no longer trapped by unfair fines. The labor union was permitted to exercise their right to freedom of speech and the right to display a vermin as a form of protest. This is Chastity Lagans reporting on SoCal Rock News.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm taking medical assisting. It's been exciting, and we have learned how to take vital signs. We've done bandaging and dressing. We've done EKGs. We've done minor surgery. We've done height and weights, and currently we're doing injections. It was either between cosmetology or medical assisting because I was interested in both, but I chose medical assisting. I chose medical assisting because I thought it could further my career. My dream job would be to work in an optometry office. SoCal Rock has given me the experience to further my career. Instead of just reading it, you're actually doing it hands-on. This class is just amazing overall, and I recommend it for a lot of people that don't know what they want to do. And if they like working with people and that, like with health and all that, healthcare, then I recommend it.